It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah, and this is the first episode of Eat More Bourbon.
Ooh, sounds good. What are we making, Sarah?
Today we're gonna make bourbon bread pudding. This is exciting.
Yeah.
I love to cook. This is something that I've made for you before.
It is.
You like it a lot. We judge bread puddings when we go out to eat.
They never compare.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Well, I guess we should get into it then.
Let's do it.
All right, so here is everything that you're going to need to make the bread pudding. So yeah, it's quite a list of ingredients, but I promise you it's worth it. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is get 10 cinnamon rolls and bake them according to the instructions. Now, I have done this before where I made cinnamon rolls from scratch, and it was fun, but it took way longer, and I ended up liking it better when I just made them from the package. So for this recipe, I use Annie's cinnamon rolls. You can use Pillsbury, you can use whatever you want. You do not need the icing, so just go ahead and bake those up according to the instructions, and you will let those sit overnight because they do need to dry out and they need to get cold. So once those are cold, you can go ahead and start cubing them. So you're just gonna chop them up into cubes, just like this. Oh my God.
And that's where you cut yourself.
Right.
Is it bad?
It ain't good. Not something I normally do, not something I was hoping to do for our inaugural episode, but it happens occasionally. This is the importance of one, a good first aid kit, and two, not drinking too much before you do an episode of Eat More Bourbon.
There you go.
So playing me for the rest of this portion will be Chad's hands.
I've scrubbed in.
Yes, that's right.
And ready to go.
Ready to go.
Back to it.
Okay, so you would continue cubing these cinnamon rolls until they're all chopped up. Mm-hmm. You'll put those aside in a big bowl, and then you'll add the milk to the bowl so that all the cinnamon rolls they soak up that milk.
Yep.
You want to stir them gently. Don't break them up. Don't irritate them. Just make sure they soak up that milk. They're not going to soak up all the milk, but as much as you can get.
Gotcha.
All right, now you're going to get out a separate bowl, and in that you're going to beat the eggs, the egg yolk, cream, sugar, vanilla, cinnamon, allspice.
All right.
Then you're going to take that egg mixture and you're going to add it to the cinnamon roll mixture and stir gently. Again, be gentle with your stirring. You do not want to break up the cinnamon rolls.
Gentle.
Just a gentle stir. At this point, you're going to preheat your oven to 375 and get out a 9x13 pan and grease it. You can use spray, you can use butter, what have you, however you like.
Lard.
You know, whatever greases your pan.
Whatever. Nice.
Now you're gonna pour that cinnamon roll mixture into your greased pan and you're gonna bake it at 375 for 45 minutes. And then for 15 minutes, you're gonna drop it down to 325, bake it that additional 15 minutes, and then it'll be done. So while your bread pudding's in the oven, you are gonna get out a saucepan and make your bourbon sauce, which is the most important part of the recipe.
Yeah.
The part that has the bourbon.
So the sauce, I feel like that's something you can do even with your bum finger.
That's true, I can do that with my bum finger.
Okay, take it away.
All right, so you're gonna melt butter over medium heat in that saucepan. So while the butter's melting, you're gonna beat the sugar, egg, and cream, and then add it to the melted butter. Once the butter is melted, you're going to lower the heat. Put this on low, it's very important. Be careful, if your pan is too hot, your egg will break and it will basically scramble. So this is a key part.
Okay, don't scramble them eggs.
Don't scramble those eggs. It's very important.
Gotcha.
Once you've successfully added your egg mixture to your butter pan, you will continue to stir it on low heat for 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And it'll start to thicken. Once that mixture looks like it's getting thick, you can add in the bourbon, vanilla, and cinnamon, and remove it from the heat. I like to add the bourbon about 2 minutes before it's done because I like to cook off just a little bit of it. I think it really helps make the sauce nice, not too aggressive.
But not too much cooking off, right?
No, just a little bit. Okay. Just a little bit.
All
you
right.
know, it just depends on who you're serving this to, right?
Gotcha.
How much do they like the bourbon?
And we use Buffalo Trace as our bourbon.
I used Buffalo Trace in this recipe.
Using a higher proof bourbon, you might want to cook it off a little bit more.
Yeah, I actually would recommend something on the lower proof end for this. It's going to pair nicely with the brown sugar and just like the lightness of the sauce.
Gotcha.
And once that sauce is combined, once your bread pudding comes out of the oven and it is cooling, slice it.
Ooh.
Put some sauce on it.
Yeah.
I like to put a little whipped cream on the top of mine. I make it from scratch. You can do ice cream. You can do no cream.
Ooh, a la mode. Okay.
A la mode.
Gotcha. All right. And now, thanks to the magic of TV, we give you bread pudding. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good.
I mean, it's pretty good,
Oh,
but you're doing something.
no, it's so good.
It is nice.
Wow. All right. Well,
I'd like to finish that off camera.
yes, we're gonna. We gotta go.
I think you also need to finish that off camera.
Yeah, we gotta go. Sarah, hands down, as I said, the best bourbon bread pudding that I've ever had, and I get it at every restaurant that I see that has bourbon bread pudding. I do order it. You can attest to this.
It's true.
And this is the best. Whoa.
Well, thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm thankful for this bourbon bread pudding.
I'm thankful that you like it so much.
Yeah. If you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, you can hit right up here to subscribe. We also have some suggestions of other videos. Actually, let's cut back to the wide so it doesn't cover your face.
Sure.
Right down here
here
that you can watch.
Go,
And we'll see,
you can go there.
and we'll see you over there in those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay. You say it. Until next time.
Eat more bourbon.